Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm setting up my live TikTok now, and hopefully I won't get banned for TikTok. Hello TikTok, I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I did a live Instagram, and out of fear of being banned on TikTok, I will be posting it later, but these are the things that I've done. So I'm going to try to change the verbiage and give you guys a small demonstration of convenient and standard weapons. Okay? So, standard weapons are in this box, minus the bandana and the belt. Alright? And there's a big ass wasp. Yeah, go away, buddy. Alright. So now we're going to put you guys back over here where this computer is. And I'm going to give you guys a summary. But if you want to go see the full video, you're going to need to give me about an hour or two to post the damn thing. So, here we go. Alright. So, first and foremost, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Please do not attempt any of this at home. YouTube, you got a lot of crotch shots. Alright. So again, this is a fork type comb. This is a normal comb. This comb is more dangerous than this comb because of the teeth and the pick side. Instagram has already gone through this. YouTube, this is like a part 2 for you. So, I also talked about being able to unalive people with a straw. And a paper mache, origami, or the triangle football. Alright? So then I brought up these utensils. These are cake pan thingies and a spoon. Alright? I did a lot of training specifically with the spoon because of the tip of the spoon and how you can seriously damage people with the tip of the spoon. Same thing with these and this economy size spork. So I also said how the belt could be used as a whip, not just a binding tool. So now we're going to do the small demonstration. So with the spoon, first, don't do that, and you're never gonna probably ever have to do anything that I'm about to show you. But strike your targets there, an eye, nose, things like that. Alright? Don't do that. I just do that because it's a force of habit. This end, same concept. Up here, eyes, nose, these things are dangerous. Same thing with the straw. Up the nose is really your best bet because it's probably the most fatal. You can fold it in half and make it like a little triangle and have this little tip right there, that little tip right there. Can y'all see that tip? That tip right there to go across someone's throat. Yes, I do not support violence, but I am showing you that you have lethal ordnance that is necessary or can be used. With your shirt or assembled bandana, you can tie a knot. And now you have nunchucks so that you can hit someone with them and then you'll be fine. Understand your range of motion. To do that, I showed you the range of motion with the nunchuck. This is close quarters because my hand is right here at the tip. So that means if the guy's gotten past my arm, I've already messed up and I need to do that really, really quickly. This is mid-range where my hand is in the middle of the nunchuck. So that way that person can't really get past my arm. And this is long range where my hand is at the end, giving them absolutely no space to move whatsoever. Alright, so to make that a little bit clearer, please don't laugh at my squatty body. I know you're real tired of taking this shirt off and on, but I'm doing this for y'all, so it's worth it. Your shirt is the only weapon that you have available. Don't take as long as I'm taking, but get this knot into your shirt as soon as possible. A simple slip knot will do. You're going to work it like the nunchucks. What you're not going to do is use the non-knotted side. That's not helping you and that's not hurting your enemy. This is the size you're using. You probably got a little bit more range with these than you do with the nunchucks. So, probably need some body to it. Kick, strike again. The other video is much better. So, boom, boom, you can do that. Strike again. I'm going to keep them at bay, but this shirt is made to make sure that I don't just keep them at bay. It's to make sure that I put them into this shit as quickly as possible. Not to the face. They don't go down. Not to the face. Kick. Not to the face. You want to keep hitting quick, fast, and continuously, as my father used to say when he was still breathing. But understand it, just because you are unarmed doesn't mean you are unarmed. Now, again, a kitchen utensil is just as dangerous as a knife. A kitchen utensil is just as dangerous as any martial art weapon that ever was. Just because you don't have the training doesn't mean you can't use them. You'd be surprised at what you can do when you're in a clutch. So, again, spork, just like a knife, jab, cut. It's going to be the force behind it because these things are not sharp. Now, this spork, on the other hand, has two sharp tips. So y'all can see that. It has two sharp tips. So you will be doing lethal ordnance. Boom. So targeting throat area, targeting eyes, these are things that you're targeting. And the butt of the spork is just as dangerous. For this, you want to target the nose, you want to target the eyes, you want to target the throat. This is a little bit easier to go this way because it's bigger and you actually can see it versus this little point thing where you can't. Now, real money says people are probably going to put the thing like this and try to Wolverine that shit. Don't do that. Just hold this bitch like this. It's a lot safer when you know what you're doing, when you can control what you see you're doing. So, if you want to go across the throat, then you see that this is going to go across the throat. You want to smack them with the flat end. This is still metal. Forehead. Bing. You're going to do that. On their arms, you don't want to hit muscle or bone. You want to hit joints. You want to rack knuckles. You want to do something that's going to make them pull back. And if they keep coming, now you have an excuse to use lethal ordnance. All right? As I said in the other video, you can use these. You can hold them like knives. You can hold them this way. You can hold them this way. They can be used for blocking. They're not going to be very effective. But, depends on who you're fighting and how you block them. They're swinging and you catch them here. You want to catch them in that joint. If you catch them this way, not the flat end, not this way, but this way. So that way you can do some cutting because it's going to be the force behind it, not the sharpness. Now, if you want to catch them this way, but you want to stab, as you can see, this is a round tip. This is more of a tip. See the difference? See the difference? You want this one more than this one. This one you want if you want to stab inside that joint. This one can still stab inside the joint, but it's just not going to be a clean cut. This will be like a jagged edge versus this being like a non-jagged edge. You understand? If you don't know that, when you go pick up your knives, get a plain knife and a serrated knife. The plain knife will look like this. The serrated knife will look like that. All right? I hope you guys know what the hell the difference is between a plain knife and a serrated knife. And if not, my God, please go take home ec. Now, I also talked about the brush. Brush you want to try to hit solid in the throat because hitting someone in the face is only going to piss them off. So if you pop them in the throat or you push inside of the sternum, you got a better chance of slowing them down. Probably stopping them by hitting them in the throat versus hitting them in the sternum because this is just going to push them off. But if you hit in the throat, this thing can fit in the throat. So it's a good chance that you're going to snap their larynx. I hope I said that correctly. Any doctors in the house, please type that in the audience. You can snap their larynx and collapse their windpipe. Let's just say you're going to collapse their windpipe. If you collapse their windpipe, you slow down their ability to breathe. This fight is over. In any fight context, no matter who that person is, no matter how big that person is or how small that person is, if a person cannot breathe, they cannot hurt you. That is the main thing you need to understand. You can use this side of the brush. You don't do this because that's going to happen. So if you have the brush, boom, pull your hand back and then adjust the brush accordingly and then do that versus boom and then trying to be cool and do some shit like that. Being cool is never going to be leading to a victory. In the movies, yeah, because it's a movie. It's cool to do shit like this. Boom. Boom. In the movie. You see how I rolled that shit up? That shit could have rolled right off my back and I would have a weapon then. Whoever I just jabbed, if they recover fast, is going to kick my ass. Because I tried to do this and be cool and jab it back. No, fuck that shit. Boom. Boom. Then adjust. Boom. You know, why even adjust though if you don't have to? You know, fight smarter, not harder. That's the thing you have to understand. A lot of martial artists tend to forget to teach you that when they teach you martial arts. And if you're following people on videos, they tend to leave off the bad side of getting into a fight. Getting your ass kicked ain't fun. And someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. Now, if it's a street fight, it's all about survival. All these things are more street fighting than martial art material. Alright? That's something that you got to understand also. You got to understand how to use what, when, where, and how. And also, you have to remember, it's not so much how hard you hit as where you hit. Where you hit will be the difference maker of you going home tonight or going to the hospital or going home. So understand that's how that shit works. If you're not learning the right thing, you will learn the right thing by force or by course, and your teacher is very important. If your teacher is not investing in you, you may need to go find another teacher. Alright? So I'm going to make one more video about martial arts. I'm going to leave the live here, and I'm going to stop this video so I can start the next video. And it's basically going to be a talking video.